Hey, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Office Hours with Lanora. I created Office Hours with Lanora as a series to help three groups. The first group are those individuals that are seeking information to learn their options about starting a career in real estate. The second group are those individuals that are currently taking a pre-licensing course and transitioning to a state and national exam. My goal is to help you pass the exam on a first attempt. And then the third group would be anyone like myself that have already transitioned into earning a license in real estate. Ultimately, I want to help you keep that license. So on today's episode of Office Hours with Lanora, I want to discuss why I chose a career in real estate and why I think you should in 2023. So let's get started. Basically, I want you to know that real estate for me was actually something that sort of fell in my lap. I never sought out or had the bug that bit me to say that I want to become a real estate professional. Didn't do that. So what happened is one of my friends, actually it was two of them, but one of my friends actually earned a real estate license and was somewhat in the business. So I would say that he inspired me to follow suit and to pursue the class. But what made me actually complete the class, stick with it, move on past the licensing exam, and then actually start working in the industry was what happened when I attempted to purchase my first home. The first home, some 20 plus years ago, didn't know what I was doing, never owned a property before, had no clue. So I simply called a real estate agent at the time, and this gentleman began to show me properties. I got pre-approved for a mortgage, those sorts of things, and then of course told him what my interests were: 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, full finished basement, so on and so forth, based on the parameters of what I was approved for. Well, we started going out and he had a list of properties that he would show me. I later found out that this list of properties, this agent at the time was representing the seller on those properties as well. So in essence, anytime when I decided, I should say, to purchase one of the properties, it became, he fell into a dual agent role. So that means he represented both the seller and myself. Not a bad thing, but what put a bad taste in my mouth about that situation was this particular person didn't care what I bought. He just wanted me to buy something. He didn't care if it was a shack. He didn't care if it was hanging up with bubble gum and shoestrings. He just wanted me to buy a property so that he get the biggest paycheck out of them all. He get both sides of the transaction. Well, I did ink or pen a contract to a property which I thought was suitable. And after the inspection process, I later found that this property would not work for me. There were too many underlying and issues that had been covered up. So I decided that I did not want to continue in the transaction. This licensed representative at the time got mad because he saw his deal falling apart. And what really made me make the decision to pursue real estate full time at that and to go serious, to seriously finish up the course, pass the licensing exam, and start working was because of this person. Now, I don't know where this man is right now. I can't even tell you his name. I probably can find the paperwork with his name on it, but I care not to look for it. It was the way that I was treated. It was the way, he became really nasty to a degree after he found out that he wouldn't be closing and earning both sides of the commission. So I said to myself, I never want another person to be put in a situation like I was. And I never wanted anybody else to be represented by him. So if he could do it, if he could pass the licensing exam, I know I could. Why not? So I did just that. I earned my real estate license, but I didn't use it right away. I was already working in the construction, architecture, interior design industry in the marketing capacity for a company. And unfortunately, when the Twin Towers were struck, that industry, that company per se, a division of our company did a lot of international work. And if you recall, everything was shut down and no flying, that sort of thing during that incident, that act of terrorism. So pink slips started being passed out at my job. And I wasn't waiting for them to give me a pink slip. So I stepped out on complete faith, and 20 years later, here I am. So that's what started me in the real estate industry. What kept me in the industry all this time was those things that I hope that will keep you. What I love most about being in the industry is the joy and the satisfaction, the appreciation, the comfort of helping someone achieve a goal like home ownership, like purchasing or selling a property. When you are the person that can sit and speak to the family or the individual for the first time, learn what their goals are, what they need to achieve, whether unfortunately it might be a death, it might be a divorce, it might be a graduation, it might be a marriage that's causing a family to grow and they need more space. And you are that person that get to help those individuals achieve those goals. Man, I can't tell you how good that feels. I can't wish that on anybody, but I do. I wish that bug will bite you. I wish that you get that desire to help others like I did. Another reason why I love working in real estate, and especially when I was actively a full-time broker representing clients, it was because I was a manager and the captain or the master of my time. Being an independent contractor affords you the ability to be where you want to be, when you want to be, and how long, or if you want to be there in the first place at all. So for me, it gave me more of that leadership role that I was looking for, putting me in the position of being a small business owner, knowing that I was on the Keep the Lights On committee for myself and for my family, because if I didn't show up, if I didn't work, bills at my own home didn't get paid. So it presented me with a drive and to have ambition in accomplishing and achieving my own personal goals as well as those of my clients. Another reason why I went into real estate, and I hope that you do too, no one day will ever be the same. You just don't duplicate Tuesdays. It's always different. There's always some new energy, some new excitement, a new client, a new property that you're going to be able to preview or even close and sell. So with that said, there are a few reasons why I went into real estate. I'm sure you have your own reasons why you want to go into real estate. So if you find yourself being on the edge of deciding, hey, this is something for me or it's not, if this is a burning desire or if it's something that you've been thinking about for a long period of time, I'm going to recommend that you take the leap. You step out on faith like I did. Yes, Miss Mary, step out on faith like I did and do it. What's it going to do? How is it going to set you back? What if you actually make it in this industry? What if you achieve the goals for yourself, for your clients, for your business? What if you ultimately start out as a broker working under a sponsoring broker, learning all the tricks and tools of the trade, and then eventually becoming a business owner by opening up your own office? And now you're the managing broker of that office. I know for me, real estate helped me to achieve some lifelong goals, as well as those things that I didn't even think I deserved. I've been able to put my 26-year-old daughter through college, and I owe no student debt for her. It is an amazing feeling. It is an accomplishment that even with 2 degrees, I don't know if I would have achieved. but I did. And if you bring a little sweat equity, put some skin in the game, and work really, really hard. I also don't recommend that you get into real estate just for the money. Because what happens when you don't close deals? And there will be those times. What happens when, unfortunately, something happens to you and your game is thrown off because maybe you can't focus, or maybe there's a family situation that you need to stick with and address, or you're that problem solver, but at this time now you can't solve the problem, the biggest problem, and your vibe, your energy, that momentum is not the same. What happens? Do you get out of the industry? Do you give up? Nope. That's why you want to surround yourself with a team of people. So if starting out and you're finding yourself being an individual in real estate, get you a team. You might want to even join a real estate team so that you can buffer the load and not have to carry it all at once, so that life can happen and you still survive in this industry. You don't have to get out because everything is on you. Look at the different avenues that real estate can take you in. Me, I've been an investor. I've been a consultant in real estate. I've had an opportunity to work as an appraiser and own my own appraisal company. So there are other avenues that you can look at. You don't just have to be the person that represents the clients in buying and selling. But of course, that's the division or the area of real estate that I happen to love. You can even do what I'm doing. Pour into people, help people along their way in their journey in becoming a licensed real estate professional. But not just being licensed, being an achiever, being an overachiever in terms of maybe accomplishing and selling the most properties in the month in your office, or being the top producer or the rookie of the year in your office, doing those things. And when you sell, yes, hopefully you earn a commission, and it is one that's suitable for the work that you've done. But be in this business because you want to pay it forward. You want to give back. That's the reason why I got into real estate. And I hope that some of the reasons that I've shared with you will also be a reason for you to get into the industry that I love. Now, real estate is not for everybody. If you have a little bit of that laziness in you, if you don't have that get up and go, if you're not self-motivated, if you don't have a passion for people, this might not be the industry for you. It just might not. But I encourage you to try it anyway. Because what if you just find that some of the changes that you need to make personally happened because of real estate, and you have been able to accomplish so many other things. So that's my reason. I hope that you take on 2023 and consider a career in real estate, and as well as use the Realtors Real Estate School as that vehicle to help you to achieve both your licensure journey as well as keeping that license intact in the future. So I don't have anything else to share. That's it. And I can't believe that it is December the 14th of 2022. Where did the year go? Somebody tell me where the year go. 'Tis the season. So we are getting ready to celebrate, to join again, to have our family and friends come together once again, celebrating another holiday. I want you to love on somebody, not just today, but throughout this whole holiday season. But I also want you to start preparing for 2023. If you find that you have additional questions, you're just not sure about a career in real estate, and you want to learn more about your options, you know what to do. Check that blurb up above, contact me, and let's have that talk. Let's talk about what it takes for you to add on your to-do list of 2023, a possible career in real estate. So I look forward to speaking with you and seeing you on the other side of 2023. Thank you, each and every one of you, for taking your time out of your busy schedules to join me on the Office Hours with Lanora series this year. I really appreciate it. I love all of you for doing that. I've been talking to quite a few of you that have been catching the videos here on Facebook as well as YouTube. So just search LANORA Again, Lanora RRES here on Facebook or YouTube. And you can review, repeat those videos over and over again. But I got a lot of good and new and hot topics for next year. So I look forward to seeing you that first week in January of 2023. Be blessed. Take care of each other. Continue to be safe. And ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.